Hawley, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss. Iglesias in his 12th season, 36 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Got him swinging.
Man, it's just fucking that good. I can't fucking hit nothing tonight.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game.
Got no lefties.
You're right. That helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
On the ground, Shunk handles, throws to first. That's out number 2.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Edwards stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano, todos ganamos, eso es plural. Me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar. Porque todo el mundo tiene que comer. Si corono, todo vamos a cobrar. Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos. Si la prendo molotov.
That last hit killed his ERA.
Todos los míos me ven de frente sonriendo, pero sé que están odiando, dándolo. Todos los míos hongo, todos los míos hongo. Me ven de frente y dan la mano, pero sé que están odiando, dándolo. Todo esto lo tuve que sudar.
Yes, he is playing.
Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, the show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Miami, Sandy Alcantara. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Foul ball there.
Circle change. Low outside.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Circle change. Low outside.
Got him. One away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Mauricio Dubon.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Swinging a ground ball. On to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And it's fouled away.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
He's in there.
In there safely.
Sinker. Low inside.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the Show, Florida. We go to the bottom of the first, and now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. What do you got on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Oh, 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So up next, Heriberto Hernandez.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And a swing and a miss.
Oh.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
2 down, nobody on.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Ball. There we
Swing
go.
and a ball popped in the air. A little bloop single. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth,
Christopher Morel, the next to hit.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Come on. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Ball.
Marcy off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of the second. So the Atlanta Braves are hovering around 500 about a third of the way into this season. And Singy, they had high expectations coming into the year, and so far they looked apart completely.
For sure, Boog. I mean, these guys are winning at a very high rate, competitive in every single game. It's been impressive. Plenty of season still to go, of course, but they look like a team that's built for October.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
0-1 now. And a strike on the outside edge.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Inside. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ball. Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Circle
Second
change.
inning here. No score.
Low outside. Circle change. Low outside.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Low inside.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Albies in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Low inside.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball down.
Circle change. Low inside. Slider. Middle inside.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Miami. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Batting 6, the catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
No, get out of here. Get.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a breaking ball misses outside. A little bit low.
That's too low. J.J. Bleday.
3. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Outside.
Now, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Ooh, that was out.
The Marlins looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one pulled foul. Here's a high chopper.
He moved him.
Olsen takes it to the bag. That's out number 2. Sale, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this.
Ball.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Swings through that one for strike one. Swing and a pop. Dubon settles underneath it, and that is the inning. We'll move to the third. Back here at Lone Depot Park. It's still early, Singy, but looking like a bounce-back game so far.
Yeah, he's got a different presence today out there, like he came in with something to prove.
Dubon at the plate now, and that's strike one.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Low outside.
Swings through it for the K. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Ball one.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Change.
Baldwin will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hurtful. I don't have it.
Baldwin bats left, throws right, hitting leadoff in today's game, and his batting average this season is over 350.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Change. Low outside.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way. Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Line drive, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here is Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. Hard ground into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. Here's the throw. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base.
The batter, number 9.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Step off, throw to first. Lopez back on a dive. Lopez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. They shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Out towards right center field. Acuna moving under it. And there's one down. One out man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Over to first, and he's saved. The 1-0. Sale ready. Outside. And the count is 3-1.
There we go.
Fair ball.
He's running.
Lopez around third. Relay throw home. Safe at the plate. We're tied at 1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
That one fouled off. One out, and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Way out front for strike 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Christopher Morel digs in now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Got the back going too soon. It's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
I have no confidence in
Back here in Miami, Will Singy off to a nice start here in this game. He was getting shelled in recent appearances, but today keeping these hitters on their heels.
Yeah, it's a different tempo, and he's getting different results. This is the type of performance they've been waiting on.
0-1 down. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Sinker. Low middle.
And downstairs.
Circle change. Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
The 1-2.
Ball two.
Circle change. Low outside.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Profar climbs in on that left side. Struck out swinging his first time.
Circle change. Low middle.
This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
And that drops in for a strike.
Sinker. Middle outside.
That clips a corner.
Overhand
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Ball inside.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
Sinker. Low middle.
Swing and a ball line to center. He's got it.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder.
Sinker. Low inside.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're midway in the 4th. Back here at the ball.
Isaac Paredes.
Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be best news yet for this offense.
Here's a 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That was outside.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The changeup missing. And now 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Inside, and that's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
One gone, runner at first. Connor Norton getting ready to hit. This one in the air, center field. Wisely has a beat on it. And there are 2 down. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Now all even up. Swing and a miss, and that is that. We played 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That's a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside. Circle change. Low outside.
On the ground to first. And that's just foul.
Sinker. Low outside.
The 1-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Circle change. Low outside.
Here's a 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Circle change. Low outside.
Popped in the air. Left field. Hernandez under it. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Overhand curve. Middle outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Sinker. Middle inside.
This one popped up. And it's a foul ball.
Cal Riley. They didn't even post that shit yet.
Low inside. Sinker. Low inside.
The 0-2. On the ground to third. And a foul
Overhand
ball.
curve. Low middle.
Pitch is in the dirt. Ball one.
Sinker.
Still just
Low
the
inside.
second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Circle change. Low outside.
2-2 now. Struck him out looking. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Austin Riley.
Low middle. Sinker. Low middle.
Hey.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Circle change. Low middle.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Oh, God, he can't get to that.
On to first. Not
He's
in
in
time. He legs it out.
Up next for Atlanta,
Overhand
the
curve.
first baseman,
Middle
Juan
outside.
Olson.
Crushed.
That's gone.
Left center field. This one's deep.
God,
Forget
man.
it. Matt Olson goes deep. His 11th of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. Singy, that's his
Fuck!
299th career homer.
Middle center.
Yep, closing in on a pretty big career milestone. 300 will be extremely
let's go.
special.
Circle
Yastrzemski
change.
up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now 4-1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ball one.
Check swing, but he went too far, and that is strike 1.
You know, these Marlins being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
2-2 now. Ripped to short. Over to first.
Out of there.
And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Next offering popped in the
He
air.
got
Right
off for
field.
that.
2 down. Heriberto Hernandez, the next to hit. In the air, right field.
We ain't got the problem.
And that is that. Nothing doing for the ball. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
That was looking good. Yep. Chow's on.
So digging in, Jurickson Profar.
Low middle.
Profar goes 5 feet 11 inches, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
In the air to left center. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Sinker. Low middle.
Ball.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-0.
Middle center.
Next offering is downstairs.
Four-seam fastball. Middle center.
Draws the walk there.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Low inside.
Dubon in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Curve.
Albies at first, one gone. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate.
Circle change. Low inside.
Down low, it kicks away. And the runner holds.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
That's a foul ball.
Circle change. Middle inside.
Man at second. Ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Ozzie flying around third. Fires it to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI.
No. Manager.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back. So the Marlins go with a new arm. Jansen jump.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Four-seam fastball. High middle. Slider. Middle inside.
On the ground. And foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one kicks away from the catcher. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2.
Circle change. Low outside.
Comes a 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Drake Baldwin digs in now. 1 for 3. Late swing, foul to the left.
Circle change. Low outside.
Here comes the 0-1. Towards first, but it kicks foul.
Overhand curve.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one to first, and it goes just foul.
Curve. Low outside.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now
For Atlanta,
back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ian Hamilton.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
The 1-0. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Man at first, nobody out. Christopher Morel now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He steps out of the box as he asks for time. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Fish down by 4 here in the bottom of the sixth.
Ball.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. You know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
You ever heard this Jesus Sanchez?
And a 1-2. Inside, almost got him. That one is absolutely belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
They're cooking with gas, Boo. 2 runners in scoring position with no outs and a great chance to keep doing damage with swings like the one we just saw for the automatic double. Looking to keep it going. Pass me that popcorn.
Conine swings through it for strike 1. Marcy at third. Stowers at second with nobody out. He was looking to come up with the shut.
Not off the situation. Not off the situation.
An inning and off to a shaky start. Swings through that one for strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Hanks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
2 on, 1 out. Almost got him. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Fuck out of here.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that'll load the bases.
The fuck is that?
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time. He taking ball 4.
Norby in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
Ball.
That's too low. Ball 2.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Bases loaded. 1 away. Slider misses outside. That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The Braves bullpen has some
Fuck!
activity. Robert Suarez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kinley getting loose as well.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Come on.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
The 2-1. And there's a...
Two walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
1 out, bases full.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Not in time. He's safe.
Yes!
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ian Hamilton out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
For Atlanta, number 46, Jose.
Just missed. Two balls, no strikes to count. And that is out of play. Swings through that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action. And it remains 2-2. 1 out.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss.
Come on, dude. How do you miss
For
that?
a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Edwards swings through it for strike one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Oh, up the middle.
A dive. Nice stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
In there. Got him looking for the K. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 5 and the Marlins 4. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 7th.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
Acuna, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Oh,
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A massive home run. Home run number 10 on the year. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jansen Junk won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Pitching change here, Calvin Fauché.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Ball 1 up.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next pitch misses inside. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's a strike.
Cutter, middle inside.
That one lifted to left. Hernandez in position. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle.
Spencer.
Away with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's Matt Olson. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And the 0-1. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Curveball. Low inside.
Stays alive.
Four-seam
One out,
fastball.
bases empty,
High
and a run
outside.
in here in the top half of inning number 7.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Ball 1.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
No, that's a ball.
Sinker.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This to third. Norby whips it to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Middle outside.
There's a strike at the knees.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Ball. No.
Cutter. Low inside. Cutter. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Cutter. Middle outside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. Out number 3. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. It's now a 6-4 ball game. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
That's down.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. And the 1-0. Now one missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Outside low, ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Time called now before the payoff pitch. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball 2.
Just missed. And now a full count.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
This one in the air, center field. Wisely settles under this one. 1 away. One out man at first. And now it's going to be Griffin Conine. 0 for 3 in this one. Checks over to first. Back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
The lefty, the 1-0.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the thing.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Tying run at the plate.
Ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one misses, and the count's full.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
No, that's too high.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. No challenges left for them now. 2 on, 1 out. Yeah, that's foul. Into the outfield.
Yes!
Base hit. Runner around third. 1 runs in. Heading for the plate. The relay. Tag. Not in time. Safe. It's 6-6.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jose Suarez done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book is. Tyler Kinley takes over on the mound.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Connor North getting ready to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And time call. The plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Called out on strikes.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
First pitch swinging. Check swing, went around. And the count is 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Low outside.
And that one fouled off.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. That one opts against the fence. Now a relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
That one ripped, but foul.
Cutter. Low inside.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings. I'd say an aggressive roll.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. Next to hit, Mauricio Dubon.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
To the
Oh
right
my
side.
God!
That's
What
a
the
base
fuck,
hit.
yo?
Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the eighth. And a sac bunt here. And that's a foul ball.
High outside.
0-1. Tries to bunt, misses it, but it gets away from the catcher. But no advance from the runner.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
He goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to make.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate.
Dropped
No
everything.
movement on the base. It's ball
Fuck,
one.
how you a catcher?
Cutter. Middle outside.
2 on, 1 out. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Low inside.
Fought off foul.
Low inside.
Ground ball, left side. Just foul down the right field line. Wow.
Inside.
The 1-2.
No.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Four-seam
Runners at
fastball.
first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the eighth. 3-2 now.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here comes Ronald Acuna. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 on, 2 outs.
Slider. Middle inside.
Down low.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1.
Low outside.
The 2-1.
Sweeper. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Robert Suarez.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Looking to get the tying run on base. And now 1 and 2. got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Throws to first in time. And up next for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Ugh.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity. No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Ball 2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Miami, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
The other way, and he beats the shift. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Atlanta.
Sweeper.
He's on the verge of a
Middle inside.
milestone. His next home run will be the 300th. Oh, great stop. Here's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Four-seam fastball. Inside.
Ball.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers. Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's the inning. Braves go down.
For Atlanta.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
One-run game, bottom 9. High fly ball out to center field. Wisely gets under it. And there's one away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Stowers. 1 for 2. And fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Marlins with just one out left.
The right fielder, number 18, Griffin Jonah.
And that is out of play.
Shit, man.
The Braves trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ball.
Shit.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing.
Ain't nothing, man. Come
Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. Alongside Chris Singleton. First pitch. Just about to get underway. Jerks and Profar. Digs in now. And we're off and rolling in Miami.
Circle change.
Grounder off the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Circle change. Low middle.
Ball. Acuna with a homer in his last game.
Four-seam fastball.
Lone Depot Park just underway here. He swings and fouls one off.
Slider.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Here comes Austin Riley.
High inside.
Ripped to short. And that is the third out of the inning. Now back here at Lone Depot Park. And towing the slab, Ronaldo Lopez. What do we have on him? Leading off, Xavier Edwards.
No, that's inside.
Check swing. He went. Now 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Strike two.
Well, it was fun.
And that skips in the dirt. That one almost got him. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. 4 for 12 in the series so far.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good
Oh my
fastball
God, I
working
can't
early.
hit anything tonight. Oh, there it is.
It's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. That's his third home run of the series. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Ball.
2 down. Is empty, but 1 run across here in the finale of this 4-game set. And a base hit into right center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. Quick toss to first. Morel dives back in safely. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Morel, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he grounds one back up the middle. He gets there with the slide. Got him. Nice play. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is NL East baseball. Back here in Miami, now in for the Braves, Matt Olson.
Yeah.
Olson looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game.
You know, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tie Chuck Klein. Hit 301, you tie Rogers Hornsby. I can't wait to see if he pulls it off.
And he'll shoot.
Ball.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Stays alive.
Slider. Middle inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Circle change. Low outside. Circle change. Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Circle change. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one fouled off.
Circle change. Low outside.
Tap softly to the right side. Throw to first in time.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Ozzie.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
No, that's in.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Circle change. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Low inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The other way, and he beats the shift. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
Batting 7.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Foul ball there.
Circle change. Low middle.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 1 and the Braves nothing. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show.
I only got 1 speed, that's the goal. I still win with my back against the rope. I can't take an L, that's a no.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Fought off foul. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Late on that fastball. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw into second, and he's got a double.
Batting 8, the designated hitter.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
1 out. Runner at second. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
No, that's low. Ball.
1 out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2.
That's the ball.
Up the middle. Fires to first in time. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A double in the end. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting. So far this year.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-1.
Low middle.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first in time.
Cutter. Low middle.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1.
Middle inside.
pulls it down, and they're 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Profar in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him.
That's a ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
And a strike to the outside corner at 95.
High inside.
Misses off the plate. Ball 3.
Fastball. Low inside.
Next offering is fouled back.
Circle change. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Fastball. Low inside.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1.
Middle outside.
Ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1. Here's Austin Riley. Grounded out his first time up.
No, that's up.
Cutter. Low middle.
Sliced hard but foul.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That one found hard the other way.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Man at second.
Ball.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
And that's a strikeout looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. Welcome back. Let's check out what... happening of late. Really been struggling. On the ground, right side. One pitch and one out. Ball one there.
That's down. Ball.
And that's
No,
off
that missed. That's
the
the ball.
inside edge. Ball two.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Struck him out swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
He's picked up right where he left off, Boog. Red hot at the plate and just continuing that trend again today.
Hard hit left side. To first, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's take